Hi everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today's story is called The Blue Backpack, and it's perfect for beginner English learners, A1 to A2 level. You'll learn useful vocabulary for school life, daily actions, and problem solving. It's a fun and realistic story that helps you improve your listening skills naturally. So, get comfortable, listen carefully, and enjoy the story. It was early Monday morning, and Sam was already late. His alarm didn't go off, and now he was rushing through the narrow streets with his blue backpack bouncing on his shoulders. The streets were still a little wet from the rain last night, and he nearly slipped twice while running. He didn't even have time to eat breakfast, just grabbed a piece of toast and ran out the door. The school bell was going to ring in 5 minutes, and Sam still had 2 blocks to go. His heart was pounding, not only from running, but also from worry. His science homework was in that backpack, and Mr. Carson didn't accept late work, not even if you were dying. Sam held the straps tighter and moved faster. When he finally reached the school gates, the bell rang. He pushed the door open and walked quickly to his locker, breathing hard. His shirt stuck to his back, and his hair was messy. As he opened his locker, he noticed something strange. His backpack felt lighter than usual. He opened it quickly, and his stomach dropped. His science folder was missing. What do you think happened to Sam's folder? Did he lose it, or did someone take it? Not just the homework. The entire folder with notes, diagrams, and everything he had worked on for the last 2 weeks. He stood there, frozen, staring into the empty space where it should have been. He was sure he packed it last night. He always double-checked before bed. So where was it now? He closed the locker and leaned against it, trying to stay calm. Maybe he left it on the kitchen table? Or maybe it fell out while he was running. No, the zipper was closed when he arrived. Could someone have taken it? That made no sense. No one would want his science notes. And then it hit him. The bus. Yesterday, after school, he went to his cousin's house and took the city bus. He placed the folder on the seat next to him, and maybe he forgot to pick it up when he got off. That must be it. He couldn't believe how stupid he had been. Sam knew he couldn't focus in class while thinking about the folder. During lunch break, he ran to the school office and asked if they could help him contact the bus company. The receptionist, a woman in her 40s with glasses and a kind face, helped him call the lost and found department. Sam explained what happened, gave them the route number, the time, and even the seat he was sitting in. If you were Sam, how would you feel while waiting for the phone call from the bus company? The man on the phone promised to check and call back later in the day. Sam thanked him and went back to class, though his mind wasn't there at all. Every minute felt like an hour. Every time the phone rang in the classroom, his heart jumped. At 2:45, just 10 minutes before the last bell, the office called his teacher. Mr. Carson raised an eyebrow and looked at Sam. "You're wanted in the office," he said. Sam grabbed his bag and hurried out. When he arrived, the receptionist was smiling. "Good news," she said. "The bus driver found your folder. He turned it in this morning. You can pick it up from the bus station after school." Sam almost cried from relief. He thanked her 3 times before walking out of the office with a huge smile on his face. Have you ever lost something important? What did you do? He couldn't believe it. He was saved. After school, Sam took the same bus route, this time all the way to the final stop. The small office next to the station was quiet and a bit dusty. An old man behind the counter looked up as Sam entered. "You the kid with the science folder?" he asked. Sam nodded. The man turned around, opened a drawer, and pulled out the blue folder. "This it?" Sam opened it quickly and saw all his papers, untouched. "Yes. Thank you so much." The man smiled. "Be more careful next time, kid." Sam promised he would. That night, Sam sat at his desk, organizing his papers and double-checking everything. He placed the folder carefully into his backpack and zipped it with both hands. Then, just to be sure, he wrote a small note and taped it to the front of the bag. "Check your folder." It wasn't just about science homework anymore. It was about learning to slow down, breathe, and think, even on a Monday morning. The next morning, Sam woke up earlier than usual. His alarm rang at 6:30, but he was already awake, staring at the ceiling with a strange sense of calm. There was no panic, no rush. The folder was safe in his bag, and for the first time in a while, he didn't feel like the day was going to fall apart before it even started. He got dressed, made himself a real breakfast, 2 scrambled eggs and a piece of toast, and even had time to brush his hair properly. Before leaving the house, he checked his backpack 3 times. Folder? Check. Pencil case? Check. Water bottle? Check. He pulled the zipper all the way up and gave it a solid pat like he was closing a mission briefcase. Let's not screw it up today, he told himself. At school, everything felt lighter. The sky was still a little cloudy, but it didn't bother him. His friends noticed the change too. Maya waved at him from across the hallway, looking curious. You look different, she said as they walked to class together. Like a man who just returned from war. Sam laughed. Not war, just a lost folder. Maya grinned. Ah yes, the great folder crisis of the century. I heard about it from literally everyone in the office. Sam rolled his eyes, but he couldn't stop smiling. It's back. All safe and sound. They walked into class, and for the first time all week, Sam sat at his desk without feeling like he had forgotten something. Mr. Carson entered the classroom a few minutes later, carrying a tall pile of papers. He dropped them onto his desk with a loud thud that made everyone jump. All right, he said without looking up. I hope you're all ready to hand in your reports. Sam didn't hesitate. He took the folder out, stood up, and placed it neatly on Mr. Carson's desk. No explanation, no drama. Just business. Mr. Carson gave him a small nod, the closest thing to a compliment Sam had ever received from the man, and Sam returned to his seat, feeling like he had just passed some kind of secret test. That afternoon, Sam and Maya sat together on the school steps, eating chips and watching the clouds slowly move across the sky. The week had been stressful, but in a strange way, it brought them closer. Maya had been a friend for a while, but after helping him through his folder disaster, she felt more like a teammate. You know, Maya said, tossing a chip to a bird nearby, you should probably write this story in your journal. It would make a great short film one day. Sam laughed. The thrilling tale of a boy and his science folder. Yeah, I'm sure Hollywood is calling. She nudged him with her shoulder. Hey, don't mock the drama. I saw your face when it was missing. You were 2 seconds from collapsing. The days passed, and things returned to normal, but Sam didn't forget the panic, the embarrassment, or the weird relief he felt when everything turned out okay. He started being more careful, double-checking his things, writing short to-do lists, even keeping a spare notebook for anything important. But more than anything, he started to appreciate the people around him. The office lady who made the call, the bus driver who turned in the folder, and especially Maya. None of them had to help, but they did. And that made all the difference. And from that day on, Sam never forgot to double-check his backpack, and he never underestimated the power of a good friend. The end. Memory quiz. Where did Sam finally find his science folder? A. In the school cafeteria. B. At home. C. In the science lab. D. On the school bus. Write your answer in the comments below. Let's see how many of you remember. Thanks for listening to The Blue Backpack. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe to our channel for more beginner-level English stories. We post new stories every week to help you improve your listening and vocabulary. And hey, check out our other videos too. They're waiting for you. Leave a comment and tell us, which part of the story was your favorite? Have you ever had a similar experience like Sam?